if you were Meghan Markle, you probably rue the day that you actually decided to run in the sand. You know the one I mean? And right, 2025, we're barely into the, well, double figures of course, the month. And suddenly, whatever she decides to do turns really to dust, doesn't it? It's seemingly every single thing. Now, apparently, according to a source, Meghan's latest bleach, which is coming out of that Montecito mansion, is "Stop blaming me," as ever. Let me explain. Hi, morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Yes, a big war cry there from Meghan Markle. And as I said, this is literally hours really when you think about how she launched her brand new range as ever, moving on from American Riviera Orchard. And you just kind of think, wow, what a shambles that it has already been. But according to a very well-placed source, Netflix are simply delighted. You see, Netflix thrive on publicity, good or bad, and Meghan Markle has delivered oodles of good, some people might say, and bad publicity. The docu-series was a big success for them while they attacked his family. Yes, remember that. Not a word about Doria in there. She came out of it like a shining light, didn't she? Let's not forget that. But here's where it gets really interesting, because as Meghan now struggles, and I say that in the kindest of ways, struggles really now with all the problems that are trying to put together a brand, you do kind of wonder, all of those people that's on her payroll, who is doing what and who is guiding what? It's all very well people saying she's a nice person, she takes time out, she rings you up, you're paying them, then clearly it's either you or them, but you're not delivering. Now, the latest problem, as you can see, is the design, the motif of her brand. And this is now, well, apparently coming to some sort of legal disrepute regarding a particular place over in Spain, a very small town who basically said, you've taken it. Now, again, here's where people are getting a little bit hot under the collar, because the true story is this, that the problem that they have, this small town, is they simply wouldn't have the money to go legal unless, of course, the inevitable GoFundMe came together and people bonded together to basically try and get this changed. It's difficult now, though, because according to the insider who's working for Netflix, everything on that particular front is in place once again. And also, that ex-employee tells me that that was all ticked and signed off and agreed. And apparently, and as ever we have to say allegedly, Meghan fully agreed to the fact that everything was tickety-boo, everything was fine and dandy, everything had been checked and public domains and all the usual things that go with trying to start a company. So you have to really ask yourself the question, did she give this to somebody to check, a la Keir Starmer with those CVs, do you know what I'm saying? Or was it really a simple mistake on her part? Did she think that she could use this particular motif and indeed the name of, her brand? Now, they're going to push ahead. I do not believe this particular, as I say, small village in Spain will really have much success against the mighty, very expensive legal team that Meghan Markle will have. But it is a black mark, and it is one that's seemingly not going to go away. What Meghan has been advised to do, and this will be interesting, will be to put another video out. Boy, she's racking them up, right? To apologise for any sort of, affront or misdemeanour that has happened, all of that sort of stuff. At this point, she's not apparently willing to do this because she thinks it's an innocent mistake that really had nothing to do with her, as ever. But as they march on and they try to get this brand going, things are going to get a bit more difficult, because if, of course, this becomes more of a talking point than the brand itself, then quite frankly, as Meghan famously said, jam's her thing, right? Well, she's in a jam now, and one way or another, she needs to smooth the path, because publicly, people are starting to turn against even this new brand, if that were possible. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.